got it in minute late. I'd like to call the Plan Commission, Village of Cambridge meeting to order. Yessie, can I get a roll call, please?
Schultz.
Here.
Landowski.
Here.
Millsap.
Here.
Krickwell.
Here.
You have quorum.
All right, thank you. Can I get a proof of posting for this meeting?
Yes, the agenda was posted in the upper and lower level of the Almondson Center, the post office, Badger Bank, our website, and also the public hearings were published on the paper on September 18th, September 25th, and October 2nd.
Okay. And those postings in the paper in accordance with our posting requirements.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. We have public appearance, citizen input. Would anybody like to make a public comment for our hearing today? Yes. Could you state your name?
Sure.
And, you can come up to the mic. And
Yeah.
just state your name and address.
I'm Cindy Haas. I live at 527 England Street here in Cambridge. And I am here to address the impact of the Lucille Circle project. I am one of 31 taxpayers living in a condominium association in the village of Cambridge affected by Lucille Circle. I am asking the Plan Commission to please consider responsibly maintaining the condition and clearing snow and debris from the remaining portion of Lucille Circle. It is important to us who live there. Our emergencies and essential services that access our association from Highway 134 and Highway 12 come through Lucille Circle. I want to make sure that my unit retains its value by having attractive and well-maintained entrances to the association that I live in. Access for ambulance, police, and paramedics, in addition to USPS, UPS, FedEx, Amazon, grocery and drug deliveries enter through Lucille Circle. Garbage and recycling services also use Lucille Circle to access our cans. My friends that walk, especially those with walkers, canes, and wheelchairs, exercise by walking the loop, including Lucille. We are proud that our 101.5-year-old uses this route. A smooth surface and well-maintained road is obviously important to me. Thank you for hearing my comments.
Thank you. Any other public comment? All right. Moving on to agenda item number 4. I'm looking for a motion.
I motion to approve with the one correction. I think John Lead Holmes' name was spelled incorrectly.
Anybody second?
Schultz will second.
Okay. Was that the only correction
That's the only
that
one
you
I
found
know.
on there?
Yeah.
And minutes from August 25th? Look good to me. Any other comments? All right, I have a motion and a second. Can we get all in favor of approving those minutes?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. Minutes have been approved. Do we have any unfinished business? Yessie? Didn't see anything on there? I did not see anything on there. Anything on there? Okay. Sounds good. Moving on. There was correspondence in there from Bill Bruce from the Cambridge Courts 2 Condo Association Board. That was included in the minutes. Do we want that read here? Bill, do you want to read your letter, or? It's pretty short, and it's in the agenda, but if you want to go ahead and read it. So.
I won't take up time. The letter is dated October 8th. It says, Cambridge Courts 2 Condominium Association Board President is requesting to speak to the Monday, October 13th Plan Commission meeting. Our interest is in preserving Buckingham Court and Oxford Lane access to Lucille Circles. They represent 2 of the 3 streets that provide access to our condominium association and direct access to Highway 12 and State Highway 134, including emergency services and delivery services. We would appreciate your assistance that our current accessibility to Cambridge community will not be disrupted, and we've proved it to me that have already been answered for us.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. That's been posted. All right. So it looks like we have 3 public hearings. So Yessie, I'm going to just kick us off with the first public hearing, and then we'll conclude that one, and then we'll go through each of the 2 other hearings. So first one we have is vacating and discontinuance of a portion of the Lucille Circle right-of-way. Do we need to read the notice in? No? Okay.
Just the public hearing is open, so anyone who wishes to speak upon this public hearing can step up and state your name and address.
If you haven't already,
We
so
haven't.
I guess they were already
Okay.
part of it? Okay. Okay.
So we close it at
No more public comment? Any discussion?
We'll probably hold the discussions
Hold those for the other things at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we get those right? Okay. Sounds good. All right, we're going to close the comment on that one. All right, moving on to public hearing B. This is a proposed rezone for 313 East Main Street.
Yes, I'm Melanie Rumpf. I live at 529 Townsend Street, and I'm here representing Oakland Cambridge Presbyterian Church. I was here in August and explained that we would like to sell the parsonage, or we call it a manse, with our church, which is the home next to the church that's used to house a minister and has not done so for about over 20 years. And then we were required to do a zoning change. So I believe that we filled out all the paperwork and notice was properly given. And so we're back on the agenda to ask for that to take place and answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Any questions?
No, seems pretty
Sounds
straightforward.
good. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Making good progress here. Let's move on to the 3rd public hearing. This is the conditional use permit for 404 England Street. Anybody want to speak?
Yes. Hi, I'm Clee Gray, President of Comprehensive Cladding Innovators. We are a light manufacturing building component manufacturer. We're looking to expand that into what we call a micro lumber yard that we cater to local builders here in the Cambridge area, or greater Cambridge area, I should say. And that's it.
All right. Any questions on that?
Is there outdoor storage involved with the,
There is in our lot area, yes.
okay. Is there any impact on vermin or
No.
the- Cool. Okay, well,
Any hazardous materials or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
it's lumber.
You would be storing on the back side?
Yes, the
Something
back
else.
side. What's that? The north side, I believe. South.
Thank you.
South side.
Is there any plan to maintain or improve even the trees that block the back from the residential area? I know
Yes.
there's a fence discussed in your proposal, a chain link fence, but can you kind of describe the extent of where that would go?
Yes, we put a temporary fence between us and Piggly Wiggly, basically, is what we did, just on that back end. That would be the southwest side. Yeah, right there. And with our bunks, the way that we're storing bunks of lumber, it kind of gives you that wall appearance. And there we kind of cleaned up some of the overgrowth in the back there, so.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you. All right. That should conclude our public hearings. Any other further comment on those public hearings? Okay. Yes, go ahead.
The address is 403 England Street.
Oh, okay. We have it as 404.
We do.
Is that what was filled in the paperwork? Do we just have a do we have it wrong in the agenda or the posting?
I don't have the packet in front of me
I,
to
it,
view.
it is 403 England Street in the packet.
So then
packet.
it must have been a typo then.
Yep,
Okay.
we do have it that way in our information. I think it was just stated wrong. Thank you for clarifying that.
It is in the notice. It says 404 in there too, Yessie, just to let you know. So it's not just in the agenda, so. But it's referenced in the paperwork correctly, so.
Okay.
If, Jane, if it's all right, we'll just make a note of that. Okay. The
Certainly.
paperwork and everything's filled out, so, okay, sounds good. All right. All right, moving on to new business. All right, I think we're gonna have a discussion and possible action regarding the vacating and discontinuance of a portion of Lucille Circle right-of-way.
So my understanding is this was, the reason behind this is to kind of reduce administrative or maintenance costs for the village and that, sorry.
That's okay.
It's my understanding that we're trying to reduce the overhead maintenance costs in the village, and this is a proposed idea to reduce the maintenance of that drive, Lucille Drive. Is that accurate?
That's my understanding, that the village would no longer maintain that access road area back there and that area.
Then Jane, can you explain who it would belong to at that point?
We would just not, I mean, it would still be the village
Okay.
property. It just wouldn't be maintained as
Okay.
a road then, so we just wouldn't have that obligation to continue those costs that we
Okay.
put into it now.
So obviously it impacts the condominium quite directly. So then who, they would be responsible then for maintaining it, or somebody else, correct?
Well, this action just discontinues it as a road. There's not it doesn't transfer any ownership
Right.
by this action.
It just says it's not a road, and so then,
That's right.
Okay.
But has it been used as a road?
We use it daily.
yeah, it,
We do. 31 homes access it.
Yeah, yeah.
So do
Kinda what I thought.
our service vehicles, the garbage pickup that
Mhm.
is contracted by the village.
How much does
one little strip of
road cost to maintain?
I think it's part of the larger area, right, Jane? So-
That's right. There, that
Can we deduct that from our taxes then?
right. The idea then would be that area would be freed up for another use if the village wanted to pursue another use with it.
Okay.
But the roads that serve that condominium, if I remember, were slightly smaller, so that they are actually private roads that are in there. So all of a sudden now this is an area that's completely cut off and the village isn't required to maintain anything related to those buildings.
That's right. We looked at the CSM that was created when the condo was created, and there were private roads that were used to access the condominiums, and so this is separate from those. Yeah.
So it's sort of like this was a ticking time bomb from the time that this was approved.
It puts it in quite a little spot back there, right? So at one level, we can't do anything with the rest of that land because we need to give up the right-of-way that is a road so that it could possibly be developed or something else could happen with the rest of it. But by doing that, and there's no road there technically in the technical term, and so then nobody has to maintain that, and then they technically lose a road, even though it's not, it is a road now, it wouldn't be anymore.
Right. The policy test that the village would be making when it does this is to say, look, this serves no purpose as a road that would justify the cost to maintain it as a road.
Except for 31 homeowners. How many people live in such a condensed area in Cambridge to take away a parcel of 50 feet of roadway?
So it's pretty important that we
Yeah, we have to
have the
maintain
public
it.
hearing comment, and we do want to keep this as a discussion now
Appreciate it,
among
too.
among the board members. I hate to cut this off, but it is important that they be allowed to confer with each other.
So for years, we've maintained this because we knew that those individuals living in this condominium had substandard roads. And so the builder, the original builder, was allowed to do that because Cambridge was so anxious to have additional homes paying taxes. And it's sort of like, you know, it was an agreement that, you know, we would let them do this. And that sort of, I think, was an obligation that was, you know, set down, and now it's our obligation. If they had regular sized roads that we had to maintain, this question wouldn't even be coming up. So I'm not sure where the idea to vacate the one way in came from.
That was my question, since I'm still relatively new here. How did this come to be? Do we know?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Did it came from proposals from?
Yeah, interest in the lot as a whole. There was more interest from people if it didn't have this segment of a road, is how it came to the village.
It's not as attractive with having it like it is right now as that rest of that lot. So if, the way I look at it is that there's an impact if we make a action to discontinue this as a roadway, right? If we don't, then we really don't have a whole lot of options with some of that land, or they're not as attractive options with that corner piece, which is valuable property in the village and everything else too. So
I'd be really, I mean, I'm devil's advocate, I'd be really curious how someone would access that lot if there wasn't a road there, because the corner is so, they wouldn't be allowed to put a driveway really close to that 134-18 corner, 12-18 corner.
that's always been my question about this whole idea, because I see that, for one, it just seems like there has to be that entrance out of some sort out of there for anything that would go in there, so. Well, we have a chance to take possible action, or we have other options, so.
Well, again, the benefit to the village is that they save some money by not plowing that road and not maintaining that road. And the potential negative aspect is that the property values in that area go down because people can't get in and out of it, I guess. Is it true that they won't be able to get in and out of it?
They have an access road onto
There is
England.
one, right? Yeah,
Yeah, over by the Ace Hardware.
but that's pretty, and whatever would go in that area too would have to accommodate traffic, and that would
Right.
be a whole nother thing too that I've always
Assuming
been
it's
concerned
commercial,
about.
right?
Yeah,
I don't
assuming
know
that
if
it's
it's,
some sort of something or other. That was been my concern from the beginning, but you know, there's been interest to bring this up, so.
I
I-
think it's sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think it's kind of lousy to do that to the residents that are currently living there, personally, when they've had that access, and then to take it away. I don't know, that doesn't feel right to me.
I mean, if the village is in that desperate financial straits, that small amount of money saved is going to keep us from going into bankruptcy, then maybe there's an argument for it. But if it isn't, then, I mean, if somebody's saying, well, you know, the surrounding property would be more valuable and they'll build a road into it and it'll be a regulation size road that other people can use, then, you know, maybe there's an overall benefit by making this minor change. But I don't see the cost versus the benefit. I don't see where it is necessarily.
Well, and it's hard to make a judgment without knowing the cost of the maintenance of the road. Sorry
Yeah.
if I'm not speaking loud enough.
Yeah.
That's where I've always been. Well, let's just rezone this, and then we'll figure, this plan will come together of some different idea that could happen. I thought it would just, here's the plan, and this is what needs to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the chicken before the egg kind of thing, you know what I mean? So we discontinued this use, and then that opens up developer options things, but we still don't have any of those, you know what I
Right.
mean?
I
So-
feel like we should wait for that to happen, personally. Like we would be making a decision without knowing what's to come, really.
That's kind of where I was kind of going to.
If you
I
can't
don't
get
see
to it,
the
it's
end.
essentially a brownfield.
Yeah, I've heard proposals, but I don't see the end game of it. So, but okay. Well, we can take no action. We can table, or we can make a recommendation for vacating that land. So, or that I'm sorry, the discontinuance of that portion of that right away.
Mr. Chairman, may I make a comment, please?
Quickly.
Real quickly. Elimination of access from Lucille Circle will make access to our subdivision, our association, limited to one road off England, and it therefore creates a possibility for catastrophic incidences where we will not have the ability to get emergency vehicles onto the property.
Yep.
That's my major concern, sir.
Understood. Thank you.
Are we allowed to request more information?
What other
I guess I'm
information?
wondering if there was a cost analysis done
On
and
the cost of
the maintenance and,
of the road?
because the Village of Cambridge is in trouble financially.
There are economic concerns.
Yeah.
So,
I guess
This to me seems very minor in terms of,
would that help make a
Finances.
decision if it was?
I don't know if it would or not. I just know that the Public Works team is also strapped, so it's like a compounded issue.
yeah.
If this was part of a plan that was going to be additional growth that brought, additional access to that area, then I'd be all for it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it seems like the status quo is, pretty comfortable, unless we can't afford to keep it. So I think someone's going to have to make the case that we can't afford it, and then come back to us with that.
I'm of the same mindset, unless I hear some dollar amount that is just astronomical of maintaining this road. I mean, it's not like it's like the farthest reaches out and we got to run something over here. It's right in the, you know what I mean? Like I don't see a huge cost impact. I don't see a plan for what we're going to do about any of the right-of-way. There is a problem with the road. I do understand, trying to develop that land. To me, I'd rather see somebody come in with a whole plan and
Right.
present the entire thing, and this is what we do have to do,
Here's
and
the-
then
And
you
then
can make a
address it.
full impact
Yes.
to make that judgment.
Yep.
But other than that, there's just like people kind of come around with thoughts and ideas. So,
I'm on the same page.
So I am as well.
I think
So-
we could take action.
So then you could either deny it or take no action.
If we take no action, that's not giving an opinion.
yeah, I think we have to actually
Take.
take action. It is a hearing. It was requested that this come through. So, anybody want to make a motion on an
I
action?
motion, we recommend not making this change. I don't know if that's not the right wording, but
That we deny the vacating
Deny
and
it, yeah.
discontinuance of a portion of Lucille Circle right away. That's our
Aye,
recommendation.
please, yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second. Schultz, second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All right, well, I'll take a roll call vote, Yessie, on this one.
Schultz,
Yes to the motion. Yes to denying.
Lindowski,
Yes to denying.
Millsap,
Yes.
Cricklow.
Yes. All right, that's passed.
Thank you.
That was a good move.
Okay.
Is there, as an end note, is there something we could do to encourage this area to be planned out, or to somehow to change the status quo on it and turn it into something that, so it isn't likely to come up again and you know, cut them off?
Well, that was what I was gonna go. I would think the next steps would be whoever had been reaching out to try and get this added. I think there's been a few developers and things like that. I think it makes sense that if staff wants to let them know, obviously they'll hear the hearing and everything like that. But if they want to come with a full plan, we're more than happy to entertain these plans.
Yeah, it would
Really,
be part of their process to redevelop the land
Yes.
versus us making it ready for them to do so.
correct. And we want to work together with whoever on this and other impacted parties, because that's right up against that. There's a bike trail. There's
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other considerations that have to go in with that, I
Yeah.
think. And I'd rather do that full baked plan than piecemeal. So,
Okay.
so anyway, okay, sounds good. Yes, Steve, you want to make that note? Okay.
Yes. That was a tricky motion with the double negative that
Yeah.
throws
I'm
us
always
off.
pretty tough on those, and it's a discontinuous. That's even another double negative somewhere in there too. So I wasn't sure. We're not going to change the right of way. How about that? Does that make sense? So, okay. All right. Item number B: discussion and possible action on a rezone for 313 East Main Street. This is, again, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, this is for the church? Correct. Just want to make sure. 'Cause we
Yep.
had 403
one. Yep.
England,
Yep.
right? Okay. So this is for the church.
I motion to approve,
Scholes will second approving the rezone.
Okay.
or
We
to
have,
recommend approval.
we have a motion for recommending the approval of the rezone and a second. Any further discussion on that?
I don't really see any
I had no
issues.
problems
It
at all.
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Old parsonages are hard to deal with sometimes, I always say, so. Sometimes it's the person in it sometimes. But anyway, save that for another day. Now the camera's on, so. Motion and a second. I didn't hear any further discussion, so can we get a vote on that one?
Schultz,
Yes.
Landowski,
Yes.
Millsap,
Yes.
Blackwell.
Yes. All right, motion carries. All right. Congratulations on that one. One more step, I think, has to go to the village board, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
That'll be
okay.
tomorrow. That will be
Yes.
Tomorrow night, correct. Yep.
Don't
Don't
forget your
forget
vest.
your coat. Vest.
All right, moving on to item number C, discussion and possible action on a conditional use permit for, it says 404, but it's 403 England Street. And so that's the lumber area.
Okay.
The one thing that was in our packet that we didn't discuss and I forgot to ask about in public hearing portion is the hours of operation. And I think there was a request to go until 11 p.m.
Okay.
instead of 9 p.m., which is what the other businesses are open until.
Noise worried about, or?
Oh, well, I'm just,
Is it directly abutting a residential neighborhood?
it's right in front of some residents. So there's a barrier of
It's
trees
kind of a
that
trees, yeah.
Who
might
goes to a
not
lumber
be.
yard at 11 o'clock at night?
I think it's probably, they're going to be doing mass production of things inside, is my guess.
Oh, okay.
But I know that in other presentations, people have been concerned about lights outside and how long those are. I didn't see any like, lighting in the lot. And there was talked about wall packs. Are we allowed to ask questions anymore? Are we kind of done with that?
I think it's okay during the
Okay.
discussion.
sure?
With the
Thank you.
representatives.
Yeah, we just want to make sure we're
Yeah.
doing it right.
Can you tell us about your lighting plans? Like how much light outside?
So we do have exterior lights currently on the building.
Yeah.
On the north side of the building, they are missing because we did the cladding on
Yeah.
the building last year, or a few years back, and they just haven't been put back on yet. But yeah, it'd be the same lighting that's been on the building.
Okay.
And we originally put it on there 7 to 11, thinking 2 shifts. I spoke with Brad over at MSA, and he brought it up about the 7 to 9. We're fine with 7 to 9. In actuality, we're not anticipating going past 5.
Okay.
But you know, if we we get behind in orders, you know, we could
Yeah.
maybe do a 10-hour day or something like that, but even then, we're not past 9.
Okay.
You understand the concerns and, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So, yeah, lighting, noise.
And that's one reason why the way that we're doing our lumber is so that way it acts as another shield for that residential area.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I think that's fair to keep it consistent with
Yeah.
the other businesses.
All right.
And it's clear that the conditional use permit goes with the, it can either go with the property or go with the owner, and I believe it goes with the owner, if memory serves. That way, if they sell this business, the new business doesn't get that conditional use. At least that's the way it was originally set up for our conditional uses.
That makes sense to me. Is that correct, Jane?
I think that's right. I was just going to see if I could quick look that up for sure, but
This came up with somebody who was storing cars on their property, and they had a conditional use.
because it's a permit, that's normally what we associate with with a person, following a person, as
Yeah.
opposed to an easement that goes with the land.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And I just want to make sure that that's the case.
By the way, it is, the building owner is the business owner as well.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we actually took a motion. I think we just started discussing.
Yeah.
it,
We
so-
did, yeah.
Well, how about this? I'll go on the record. I'll make a motion to accept the conditional, or recommend the conditional use permit for 403 England Street, as described in the packet.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any other questions, concerns, discussions? All right, roll call vote, please.
Schultz,
Yes.
Lewandowski,
Yes.
Millsap,
Yes.
Krickel.
Yes. Okay, great. Sounds good. Make that recommendation. It'll go before the village meeting tomorrow night. Item number D. This is a carryover from last time, correct?
Okay.
Because we did not have a
Thank you.
quorum. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. So discussion and possible action on the extraterritorial CSM, Town of Oakland, Jefferson County, Wisconsin, lots 8 and 9, and part of Lot 10, Block 5, Sylvan Mountains. This was in our packet from before. We did not have a quorum, so we couldn't actually take any action on this or make any recommendations. This is the item that it is adjoining with our other neighbors, and every one of the other neighbors has agreed to it. They need us to sign off and agree to it as well. So,
And there's nothing in our packet here that explains what it is.
was it in there, or was it in the packet from before? Yes, I thought it was in this one.
It should have been on this one.
There's a site map. Is this on Ripley Road?
Yes.
The very end of the packet.
Yep.
But I agree, I don't think there's anything that describes what they're
Yeah, I'm not
doing.
following.
It's Ripley Road, and that this is from Jefferson County that we got in the packet, correct?
I
The
believe
survey
so, yeah,
map.
yep. And it looks almost like they're combining lots 8 and 9. I don't know if that's true. But if you look at it's lot 6, lot 7, and then lots 8 and 9.
Would it
Yep.
be the same?
Well,
6,
Part
7.
of 10, part of
Yeah.
10. And then
Okay,
lot
this is the thing at the
11.
very end here, page 42?
Yeah.
Yep.
41, 42?
Yep.
It should be in it.
So my guess is they're building a house or renovating or doing something. They've got a house plan with a garage.
It looks like they've
it's
lotted this area out
Yeah.
for 1, 2, 3.
Go one more page up just to see
Are they
what's there.
combining 8?
And one more.
But there's no complaints from the adjoining properties?
I don't think we have any details.
We haven't had any detail other than, since this is in our village and it's in Jefferson County and it's in the town of Oakland, every one of the parties has to sign off on
Okay.
this agreement.
I don't understand here.
It's the one right,
Extraterritorial,
yeah, it's this one right here, right at the last part of the
Right.
packet.
But what does this mean?
Well,
It looks like a new house plan to me.
yeah,
with
yeah,
a
it does.
garage.
Yep.
And so they've got the house labeled and setbacks.
As 8, 9.
And it's
Okay,
like
now
8,
I
9,
see
and part
that.
of 10.
Tiny, okay, there we go.
Yeah, and it looks like it's
part
they're
of
trying to
10.
do this 8 and 9 lot with a house
Okay.
in there, so.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not good at reading these.
And they're not doing anything to the zoning per se, are they?
Right.
Nope.
Okay, and we don't know of any complaints raised by any of the abutting properties.
Nobody stood up
We
in
didn't.
any of the, was here for anything
Yeah.
for this
yeah.
last.
They might not know about it, though.
Well, they would know. They're supposed to be notified.
They would get a letter in the
Yep,
mail.
supposedly.
Okay.
I may be wrong about that, but that's my understanding.
Probably taking a public hearing.
So the signatures are the owners have to sign for it, then Town of Oakland signs off on it, Village of Cambridge signs off on it, and then Jefferson County has to sign off on it, correct?
Okay.
So it looks like to me.
And there doesn't seem to be anything controversial here.
No, it just looks like a house plan to me.
Doesn't that seem kind of strange?
So I guess where I am is this is Village of Cambridge, or we just are part of the governing area of this? Is it Town of
It's
Oakland? or
extraterritorial.
So it's
It's
kind
in
of,
the town of Oakland.
Yeah, it's not even in our municipality.
that's what I'm getting
Okay.
at, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So
It's
what-
extraterritorial. They're
Yes.
just informing
Okay.
us of.
They're
Okay.
informing us of this, we need to
Okay.
sign off on the agreement. So that's where I don't have a whole lot of
Yeah, I
question
see.
or opinion, because it's not our area, so.
The form the survey map form that we have does not have any signatures, so we don't know if,
We're the first or
We're the-
whatever.
right.
Do we know anything other than that?
Those are all the supporting documents we had for that item.
Who submitted it?
I think it was the town of Oakland.
Well, that would assume that they had
Yeah.
already signed off on it.
I'm assuming so, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
that it looked to me like that, it's like they just go down the
That would be
order
their
of
order,
it. So
yeah.
I'm assuming that the town of Oakland, since they submitted to us, probably we're next step in the list. so-
Yeah.
And then they go send it to Jefferson County, so.
yeah.
It would probably be good if they could at least sign off on that or give us a reference in their planning committee meeting on XYZ, the town of Oakland. I mean, I guess we could probably go dig it up and find out, but that would probably be helpful for any of these next
of
ones of
these.
these.
Okay.
Because, yeah, when we just get a couple pieces of paper, it doesn't help us a whole lot
Right,
on
okay.
reference, so. But my assumption would be that since they submitted, they are already signed off on it. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Assuming they've already signed off on it, do we have a motion on an action on that one?
I guess the motion would be, if one was made, would be to either recommend to the village board, I don't know, do we recommend to the village board, or do we
Yes.
approve it here? Okay, recommend to the village board that they approve the certified survey map as submitted.
Okay.
Okay, that's not, that your motion?
It is if you want it to be. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody want to second that motion? I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Okay. So the motion is to recommend the village board to approve the plan submitted for the extraterritorial CSM on lots 8 and 9 and part of lot 10, block 5, Sylvan Mountains, town of Oakland. Any further discussion?
It's obviously not really our jurisdiction, but I would love to know if they were following DNR rules, like off the lake, and there's a boathouse here. There's probably a lot of questions had it been in our jurisdiction.
Okay.
That's all.
Probably can go watch their plan.
I probably
commission
could, yeah.
reading and get
Yeah.
get that discussion too, so. Okay, any other discussion?
I'm really sorry that I'm just still so new at this. I have so many questions. I don't understand why this involves us at all, because it's not in our
There's what,
jurisdiction. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Can you
there's
explain,
go
Jane?
ahead.
Yeah, there's a process for when
Okay.
it's really nobody's jurisdiction
Okay.
necessarily.
Okay.
Not one party is the right party to have control over
Okay.
it. So it's sort of like everybody can kind of give their
Give it a
assent.
kick at
just
the
to make- yeah,
can.
yeah, a kick at the-
Okay.
A kick at the can is probably the best way to
Okay.
to state it, just to make sure nobody has any objection. And then
Okay. Okay, it just seems very strange to me that, since it's not,
You'll see
You know
this,
what I mean?
you'll see
It
this a
seems
lot.
weird.
Instead of one taking the lead and just doing it, because it's in this island of area,
okay,
then
okay,
they decided that our government is that we'll all three have to
Okay.
sign off. If any of
Okay.
us says no, then I guess it's no. And so that also makes it interesting too. So
okay.
but we
Okay.
get along well with our neighbors, I
Yeah.
assume. So okay.
So we got a
Sound good,
motion,
Sarah?
and it sounds good, yes, thank
Okay,
you.
we have a motion and a second. Can we take a roll call vote on that one?
Schultz,
Yes,
Wendowski,
Yes.
Millsap,
Yes,
Cricklow.
Yes. Okay. That one carried. So it looks like we are negative on the first one, and then 3 yes votes going to the village board for tomorrow. Okay. All right, great. Next meeting. Yessie, do we have anything else in the hopper for next meeting or any other items that have come before the committee that we need to have? Because obviously we need to make sure we post these ahead of time if there's any hearings.
As of right now, I don't have any, we don't have.
Do we want to meet for any other purpose other than our normal hearings? We had talked about doing some fee schedules, I believe, but I think the whole village is looking through the fee schedules as a whole instead of everybody doing it individually. So I think we'll be good unless we have another hearing coming up. So
are we not planning to meet regularly anymore, or are we still gonna meet on the normal day, which I'm not remembering, is it the third,
The second.
second,
the second,
second Monday?
what would
As of
that
right
be?
now.
Um,
The second Monday would be
November 10th.
November 10th. Why don't we put one on for November 10th? That's far enough out. We'll
Yeah.
just see if we have agenda items that come up.
That sounds good to me.
typically it's been scheduled, and then the staff will decide whether or not there's anything that merits a meeting.
Sure.
And everybody gets told, well, you're off this month, but you get paid anyway.
Okay. Sounds like a
The
good
princely
plan.
sum of, I don't know what it is.
That works for me. Okay, so let's put
Sounds
November
good.
10th on
Yeah.
the board then. 6:30 work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. Next meeting will be November 10th. If you want to, yeah, we'll get that on the next.
Okay.
Any questions or referrals of staff for any items? Or Jane?
I don't know if anyone here has the answer to this, but I'm curious to know the building inspection company status with, I think MSA was doing it temporarily, and then we were going to go out for RFP to hire someone full-time. Do you know anything about that? It's okay if you don't.
I don't, I mean, as of right now, we still have MSA. That's,
Okay.
We were looking for a long-term plan right now.
Yeah, I
it's a
think we need to go
short-term
out to
fix,
bid
so.
and get quotes.
Yeah,
so we're
I
not
keep
just-
hearing that all over and over too.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that we need to get that buttoned up.
okay.
It's costing us a lot of money in the interim, so that's what I'm hearing.
I'll pass along the information.
Thank you.
So. Okay. At least we can get something out to know what's the status of it, or if it's going to be addressed at another village board meeting or any
Okay.
other items. So. Okay. Anybody else have any future agenda items? If they do, make sure to get them over to Yessie. Yessie, make sure to gather those up. Let me know if there's anything else, and I'll go over the agenda with you probably about a week before, see where we're at.
Okay.
Sounds good?
I had been asked to contact Town of Christiana with regard to the road closure for PQ.
Okay.
I don't know whether or not anybody's raised any questions with you or whatnot. I was afraid originally that the solar panel project would cause some closures on one of our 2 major arterials coming into town, three arterials. But what happened is that it wasn't the solar panels so much as that the DOT decided to improve the culverts there.
Yep.
Now that may have been, they're extra large culverts, and it may have been because of the increased runoff from all the impervious surface, but that's what that's about. And the other thing I found out after talking with the clerk from the town of Christiana is that the farmers in the phase 2 area of the solar panel project have been told to buy all their seed for next year, because it's basically phase 1 is in process and it's happened. Phase 2 may not happen is what that the implication is, probably either due to increased cost of panels from tariffs or loss of interest.
Supply side, something
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Okay.
Just so at least I was instructed to make that contact. I did, and I'm reporting on that.
Okay. Sounds good. As long as I can go in and report it. So this came through Economic Development Committee, but I said that I would bring it up in the Planning Commission just as a item of note. I didn't think it was economic development related, but it was about data centers. Okay, and this comes up at every area, but so obviously a lot of places have decided to make ordinances or other things that they don't want them, or they want to do something like that. So I just want to throw that out there. I didn't think Economic Development Committee sounded like the proper place for that. It's probably many places, but
Yeah.
anyway, if anything else comes up like that, I have not heard one peep of anything regarding this town, but you know what I mean. So.
Well, the only place, some of the things that might be occurring in that is that we have we're generating ourselves into a large electrical hub here.
And with water.
Yeah, and we take a chance if we don't proactively put something in place. We didn't put something in place for the solar panels because we had the substation. Now we take a chance if we, for instance, we may want to have some noise ordinances because data centers can do a lot of air conditioning, which is noise 24/7. If we're interested to protect ourselves from that, it probably wouldn't hurt to instruct staff to talk to our consultants to find out what ordinances are applicable to that kind of activity, that we keep it to a level that's appropriate for our rural residential, zoning.
And that's what I thought. I thought maybe
That's
a
a
good
good
time
idea.
to look at the ordinances. Jane, I am sure this is probably coming up in every town, village, and I'm sure there'll be somebody that is probably going to take some sort of action and make an ordinance or something else like that. But maybe just if you could maybe at a future meeting, just give us kind of a status, because I think it should come to this committee, not, like I said, economic development doesn't have a decision making.
And it's definitely the kind of thing we talked about maybe before your time. If you're going to regulate this, you have to do it ahead of an
Proactively.
application. Once an application comes in, you can't just impose standards unless they're already on your books.
So I think that's really important that for next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Yessie, I saw a couple tidbits from Lucy about the Summer Prairie Phase 3. There were discussions about that. I don't know if she met with someone about that or if there's anything in the works as far as that.
I wouldn't be able to give you an update on that.
Okay, could you maybe find out about it? It's Summer Prairie Phase 3. I'm asking because I live over there and I've had people asking me about it. So I didn't know if that was, if there was anything in the works with that.
Yeah, I can definitely
Okay,
pass along the info and
Thank you.
update you on that.
thank you.
Thanks, Yessie.
Yes.
Along the lines of the data center ordinance issues, do we want to tackle like waste digesters at the same time? I'm kind
Say
of
again?
being funny, but not really.
Waste digesters at the same time.
Oh.
If
mean,
we're
that's-
tackling data centers, why not tackle anything that we
Right?
don't want to handle and just button it all up?
Well, the point there, though, is that we have our own sewer treatment plant. You know that, of course. This waste digesting, would that be part of water and sewer then, or?
No, it wouldn't be for the village. It's like other companies buying land and putting them out in the farm fields.
Oh.
And then that causes increased traffic and noise and pollution and other things maybe.
Because we do have, they come in and spike the fields from time to time. City of Madison, Madison Metro Sewage District people pay to have the sewage put on their property, or the sludge. But this is not that.
No, it's not
Manure
fine.
oh, sorry,
No,
Tara.
and you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, are you talking about the waste
Thank
is
you.
cow
It's-
manure,
Yes.
digesters
Yes.
more often?
There's one nearby, I thought there was contentious thing going up in Jefferson County maybe.
Oh.
Well, as much as we'd love to manage all that, we can only manage the village of Cambridge.
I know,
is,
I know, but I mean, we're small, so.
True. Okay. I would like to at least see something or hear, get a little bit of a just summary of what some of the other local governments are doing about data center. It just is, it's topic all the time, and I hear about it all
That's
the
really
time. So,
very wise, I think.
and everybody says that somebody needs to kind of do get on it before, like you said, that it just sort of happens.
Sounds like we'll be having a meeting next month.
Yeah.
All right, item number 12. I'll accept a motion.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, closed.
Done and done.